Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mundane Matt, and when it comes to raising children, one of the biggest fears I have going forward is that technology will replace a lot of the things parents are supposed to do, and more or less teach your children. And I'm not talking like crazy ass AI raising fucking murderous psychobots or nothing like that, but I mean just taking away from some of the roles that parents are supposed to play. You know what I mean? I'm not against raising your children with technology. I mean, you can't get away from that at this point. iPads are going to be fucking standard fare in kindergarten classrooms in the next couple years. I mean, you could go talk to a standard fifth grader right now and they'll probably be able to tell you how to code in HTML. I mean, that's not shit I could do at that age. I mean, the most we were doing were like putting in the 5 fucking quarter-inch floppy disks and doing the typing game or Oregon Trail with stunning EGA graphics. Oh yeah. But the point is that you got to be kind of careful how you raise children with technology. You don't want that technology becoming the nanny. We've already seen that happening with TVs and video games and computers. And I feel it does have a bit of a diminishing effect on the raising of those children. Again, not against those things as a whole. I'm an avid consumer of television, movies, and video games and internet. And I totally would want my kids to be able to have access to that as well, but I wouldn't want it to be the all-encompassing thing, right? So that's kind of what leads me to this particular story. Mattel has decided to kind of throw their hands into the ring with what they're calling the Aristotle. The Aristotle is a $300 version of the Google Home and the Amazon Alexa. And what it does is it comes with the tower that you plug into the net, all that jazz. And then it also comes with a camera that will stream through an encrypted cloud-based service so parents can view their children at any time on their smart devices. And the point of Aristotle is to answer the questions that kids have in a way that Amazon and Google don't. Because, sometimes you'll ask those things, questions like, very simple, straightforward questions, and it will give you a simple, straightforward answer, but it doesn't necessarily understand nuance or things like that. So it does make it harder to kind of ask some of those more complex questions or those, I guess, simple/complex questions. But Aristotle is aimed at doing this from a child's perspective, which is a feature I do find to be very fascinating. At the same time, I am highly concerned because this particular device is also meant to kind of study and understand and predict your child's feeding, your child's diaper changes, and things like that. Again, it's kind of like an internet-based nanny that is always watching, always listening. And when it comes to these devices, there are concerns involving privacy that a lot of people aren't taking into consideration. Now, last year, I did report on Mattel's Hello Barbie, which was essentially the same goddamn thing, but in a Barbie form, right? This Barbie would listen to what you're saying, you could ask it questions, it would use cloud-based services to respond, and it would store the data, very similar to how Siri stores anything you ask it for 2 fucking years. Right? Like they store all that information. Anything you say to Siri or Google on your Android device or your Alexa or your Google Home gets stored. I'll tell you this though, on my Alexa, because I've got one, what it will do is it will literally record my voice and then on my app, it will tell me, I can listen to my last voice command in my voice. It won't tell me what I said. It literally records it and sends it to my phone and I can listen to it. I don't know why that's there. I do find that remarkably creepy. Additionally, recently police have been asking Amazon to access that data in order to get information on suspects of crimes, to see if the always-on, constantly listening device pays attention to those things that are being said and has them stored in order to further implicate somebody in a crime or to get evidence to charge them of said crime. There are privacy issues at play here, especially involving children. Additionally, and again, this kind of stuff keeps going on. How many cases have you heard of hackers breaking in to the baby monitor? Right? A couple years ago, a woman came into her daughter's room and the daughter, she heard a voice coming from the baby monitor and it was like some Russian dude, like swearing at the kid. Like, I might be a little wrong in that, but if I remember correctly, it was like basically cursing at the child, like, oh, you little cunt, you fucking bitch whore. I mean, again, like that's the kind of stuff that could happen here, right? Now, the other thing on this too is with the Hello Barbie, a lot of questions were raised about privacy rights of children. A lot of questions were raised about that. And as a result, I don't know if it ever came out, but, you know, like at least those were brought up. Here, no one's even questioning it. No one's even questioning the privacy rights of children involved with this. Everything I've seen on the Aristotle so far is it's a wonderful, insanely great idea. So what's the difference between a Barbie that logs and stores your information, is Wi-Fi activated, versus a tower you place in your child's room that logs when they eat, when they shit, can answer simple questions for them, and gives you access to a webcam to watch them? I don't know about you, but the Aristotle might come across as a little bit on the do not buy side for me, simply because I don't like the aspect of that. I understand parents who want to watch their children sleep, they want to have the cameras they can look at when they're in bed. Okay, little Johnny's passed out, we're fine. I get that. But I also find it to be just a little bit on the creepy side, because it says it's encrypted. All right, I mean, if a phishing scam took down the DNC, who's to say it's not going to take down a soccer mom who's not paying the fuck attention? All right, like, yeah, they may not be able to hack into the encrypted part of it, but they might be able to get access via a password from someone who's not paying the fuck attention. That is one of the reasons why I have issues with this kind of technology aimed at children. Yeah, you can call me Helen Lovejoy and saying, why won't someone please think of the children? But we're living in an age where people are becoming more dependent on technology and like less dependent on common sense in some respects. So I feel that something like this is not something I would want for my kids. But I am curious to know if this is something that you would buy for your children or recommend that your friends with kids get. So let me know. Alright everyone, that wraps up this video. My name is Mundane Matt. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you're new, check back daily for more content from me, or if you want to know about my life, check out Mundane Chats, or top 5 videos that are awesome as fuck, forbidden knowledge right here. Talk to you guys later, have yourself a good day, and peace out.